Morning, girls. How we doing? We are back here again with Foodie, the beauty of the Merriam of the reverts. KFC mukbang, loaded twister with no space for some reason, cheese fries, Cruncher Burger, my New Year resolutions 2025. Is the Cruncher Burger your New Year resolution of 25? Why was there no pause after that? It was just that bit was the full sentence. Cruncher Burger, my New Year resolutions 2025. So we starting off, we obviously did her please pay me, I'm incredibly poor thing. Then we went into this, and God, actually, I just suddenly remembered. Literally the second I was doing she's poor, I suddenly remembered the rumor that's going around about the HuCow. Okay, this is definitely going to be demonetized. So I'm assuming people have heard about this HuCow thing going around. I think Are You Serious posted it, and I saw people talking about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds real. Oh my God, really? That sounds really fun. Not the HuCow bit, but the idea that Foodie was involved in it, and I decided to check it out. And I feel now that it was a troll because I watched the Are You Serious's full live stream on it. And I'm pretty sure she was trolling. And obviously then those people believed it. And then me, being the sheeple, not a HuCow, I was a sheeple in this instance. I then believed it too, and I looked into it. And it was not. And I was like, oh, that's really sad. I was really hoping that'd be true. Because it'd be really funny. Especially because I heard the general gist of what the HuCow thing was. And whilst I was watching Are You Serious stream, I'm not gonna lie, I was on HuCow websites, quote unquote, researching this. Did you know there's a farm in the Netherlands that has 120 HuCows? HuCow, by the way, means human cows. It's a kink, it's a fetish. For women, and I guess guys as well, to be treated like cows, but for the guys, they're not called HuCows, they're called HuBulls or something. It's so fucking silly. It was really funny to look up to for her. I don't do the kink shaming thing, but I will also laugh at your kink. That is, I can't show a single thing. It looks so incredibly fucking silly. I was going to do a community tab post about it because I looked it up earlier and I was just going to do a community tab post about it and I just didn't. And then I only remembered it the second I mentioned her being broke because I think people are speculating that she's a feeder and she's doing feeder videos now. I think people are arguing back and forth on if she does feeder stuff because I know ages ago people were like, no, she's a narcissist, she would never do feeder content. And then it was revealed by just reason paying her through Cameo to do a feeder thing, and she actually did do the feeder thing. Because, in my opinion, I've always said, of course Foodie does feeder content. Might not do hardcore stuff, but she still does feeder content. And I've seen people arguing about videos like this, where it's just her eating a lot of food going, while she's eating it, and people are like, well, that's not feeder content because they have to be naked and there has to be sex. And it's like, well, you're literally wrong. I'm not saying this like I'm an expert feeder or anything. I'm saying this as someone who researched HuCows because I do have to admit I find kink and fetish stuff, I find that pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. I like watching documentaries and all on it because it's kind of funny, It's kind of funny. It's interesting to see how the people work. Mr. Medic ages ago did it's called the Deviant series, where he just went through DeviantArt and just looked up different kink stuff. And I find that stuff really interesting because, okay, this feeder stuff, imagine this is like softcore, pretty much, for feeder stuff. So her sitting there eating and moaning and everything like that, which I'm obviously going to cut out of this video once we get into it. That's like softcore. That's imagine if you have someone who's into feet, okay? So imagine we have a foot fetishist, and they, their end game, their hardcore porn is like a foot job or something like that. I'm so demonetized. It's a foot job. We're gonna go for it, guys. Fucking buckle up. But for the foreplay, it literally could be just they're in the office one day and they look over and the woman next to them is taking their shoes off and it's stretching their toes. That's enough for them because they're a foot fetishist. That's what they like. So if you're a feeder, of course, if you look at this, a very fat woman, especially the hijab, I honestly think adds an extra layer. It's like maybe that woman when she's stretching her toes, well, maybe she was wearing fishnets. Ooh, that's extra kinky for that particular person. The hijab might just be extra kinky for certain particular people, okay? No, we're in a no judgment zone. So I obviously think that she does feeder stuff. I think these videos are obviously aimed towards feeders because, well, look at them. It's meant to be I think she tags them with eating sounds and stuff like that, and it's clearly not as ASMR because it's just fucking gross. I honestly think yes, it is just feeder content, and that's pretty much it. I'm very disappointed she's not a HuCow. Let's go. Obviously, I'm going to put a chapter in so I can just skip that entire part for anyone who wasn't interested. However, you only hear it after you've watched it that there was chapters. These are her calories. Cheese fries, small fries. It's kind of weird that's double fries. It's kind of weird there's a double helping of fries here. Loaded twister, cruncher. Those both sound like it looks like she genuinely has just ordered two separate meals. This is the side with that and that's the side with that. That's what it looks like. My fitness pal allows 2,290 per day. For what? for weight loss, because if you're maybe aiming for like 1 pound every 2 weeks, maybe, but 2,290 is over most women's normal allowance. She is shorter than most women, which means that her allowance would genuinely be lower than, again. And also she's claiming that she's not that much heavier. She's claiming she's like 320 pounds, which obviously is, you know, twice the weight of a normal woman and everything like that. But she's not acting like she's like 700 pounds. If she's like 700 pounds, maybe this would be like an extreme cutoff. But it is one of those things, again, where remember last time she did this and she claimed she had a certain amount. I think it was around about this, which is weird that it's gone up, because I think it was like 2,000 or 2,100. It's weird that it's gone up since then. But back then, she put herself as being an extreme level of workout, because for her, walking for 10 minutes was extremely difficult. That's not what that means. But whatever. Let's go.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to another video. So today I am having dinner with you guys.
How long have you been here? Your fucking suitcase is still sitting there. Bro, can you not put that into your room? Sorry, I mean the spare room.
Guys, okay. And I am having...
Also, how have you... Oh, she looks like a chode. How have you been doing this for so long and you still can't get the Pepsi in the frame?
Okay. One of my favorites.
One of my favorites. I like her little guilty laugh anytime she's eating on camera, because it's just her thinking she's cute by, I don't know, dying. Oh, that is louder than I intended it to be.
I should say one of my favorites in Kuwait, because the KFC...
I should say one of my favorites in Kuwait, it's KFC, they're the same everywhere.
here is like so good.
It's the same as everywhere. How is just specifically that bag louder than everything else in all of Kuwait?
They have food items.
They have food items! KFC! You're wild! I didn't think KFC would have food items.
You have probably not seen in the Americas, so let me show you.
I'm going to assume I probably have. I guarantee, I'm not shocked by any of this.
Okay, one of the best things ever
Uh-huh.
is their cheese fries.
They put cheese onto chips! No, Kuwait, it's miles ahead. Pretty sure we've seen that before. That is quite a big portion, too. That actually looks like a meal unto itself.
Okay. And they give you an extra small fry, so what I do is...
Did she go and put that in the microwave? See, look, no steam, okay? Absolutely no steam coming from it whatsoever.
Okay.
She keeps looking at it. Sunny cut.
And they give you an extra small fry, so what I do is I just...
See? 100%. She noticed that was fucking cold, and she went and put it in the microwave, because now it's steaming.
like, add it.
Oh my... I know we joke, carbs on carbs on carbs. That was meant to be a joke, cutie.
Cheese fries.
My cheese fries. Yeah. Do you know what? I guess you do. Look how much there is. That is a full meal now. I know people in the comments will be like, I can feed my 17 children off that. I know that's coming. But like, that's at least for like me. And I'm a guy, and I eat a lot of calories because I work out. That's a lot of carbs.
And go from there. Bismillah.
Yep. I'm sure your God will be really happy you said Bismillah before you picked up the dropped scraps from the ground. Why is that bag so light?
And I have a loaded twister.
So like, why are we doing this? Why do we have 2 meals? I'm curious about that. I know, and yes, I did notice earlier on, she did say, oh, well, they give me a chip, like they give it to her for free. Like they're like, well, you're so cute in that hijab, you might as well have this. Like you're like a child and you're being given a balloon or something like that at the fair. And it's like, no, you bought that as part of your meal deal.
Which is amazing.
What is the filter doing to that Coke? That Pepsi bottle looks like 20 feet high. It looks as long as that does. That's really long, and that's really short.
A crunch.
Do you think Sally uses that on his dick? I've heard Sal's dick small. I still haven't seen it. I'm amazing at dodging that shit. But I've heard it's really small. Do you think that's why he likes Chantel? Do you think it makes his dick look big? I'm good.
Cruncher?
I haven't listened to a word you said.
So the cruncher is interesting because it has...
Is it? It looks chicken with a slice of cheese with like... Is it like a hash brown or something like that on top? Is it interest? Is that interesting to you Americans? We've got loads of this shit.
It has a hash brown patty, cheese, mayo, lettuce, and like a piece of chicken.
And like a piece of chicken from KFC. Wild.
And the twister is so good. Okay. Where's my
I love she really hasn't explained what the twister is. Or she did, and I was laughing about Sal's penis. I'm not gonna lie, that could be true.
So you just gotta go like
Do you not have forks of your own?
that. Kind of mix them in. Let's give you a huge...
Really? This is like that picture, you know, of like, is it Adam reaching up to God? Or is it Jesus reaching up to God? It's one of the two big guys reaching up to God. It's like that. The way she looks at it is the way that painting depicts religion and man.
Beauty bite. Beauty bite?
Yeah, it's gross. It's really gross. I understand now why that bag was so much louder than everything else. It's because the microphone is hidden under her rolls, so like you could hear the movement of her muscles, and it's something. And she is a proper eye fucking herself this time. She has been like constantly staring.
You know, mukbangs or like eat with me videos are my favorite.
I love she's done that a lot recently, where she's called it a mukbang. I mean, eat with me videos, because she's like trying to get away from it, because obviously mukbang has like negative connotations nowadays, because they're just kind of weird. Especially this whole idea of like an eat with me thing. I think an eat with me video is like, you know, meant to sit down, you're meant to talk about something interesting. Because I've seen the VTuber girls who do it. Like, obviously I don't like watch that kind of stuff because I don't like the eating sounds. But like, the VTuber girls who are very good at talking. You know, they're called yappers. You know, the yap away. She's not really good at talking. It's just like, you know, me there, I try to think of the word yapper and I struggle to think of words entirely. It's kind of like that, but constantly with her. Because it's like, so, yeah, I was thinking about potatoes make chips. Yeah, that's, starchy. That's literally the level of conversation we get from her. Surely if you're going to do an eat with me video, you'd eat with someone who could, like, I don't know, act like a human.
Talk about subjects. I don't know.
Oh, I know. How could I forget her normal thing of just saying something and going, I don't know.
I know I've gone back and forth between saying I like mukbangs, I don't like mukbangs. I like doing them, like, I kind of do like...
You like eating, you're fat.
Doing them, but...
You're fat, of course you like doing them. What are you talking about, woman?
I like doing a variety of stuff.
No, you don't. I've seen the same petting zoo 17 times, ma'am. Stop lying to me.
That's why I can't
You even went to Thailand twice.
consistent on my channel.
Well, that's literally... Oh my god. Look at that fucking profile. That's not true. You are consistent on your channel. It's eat a lot, pretend to diet, rage because you pretend to diet, go to Thailand. That is it. You have a path. Literally, it's called the Chantel cycle for a reason.
So look at... It's noisy outside today. Alright.
But this is what I said about her not having any ability to, like, conversate with people. It's like, it's noisy outside today. It's noisy there all the time.
Try the cruncher.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like again. Do you want to try that all again? I love she does the eye pop thing because, you know, feed her stuff, like I said. But then instantly her face just goes right back to this. It's like, it doesn't work. They're meant to think you're, like, really enjoying it. That's why they want you to smear it on your face or something like that. I'm sure there are different... You know, I need to research this. I actually just suddenly sat there and think, you know what, that should be my next thing, is I just go in depth and just watch a lot of feeder porn. Sorry, I'm already watching feeder porn. I look back at the screen and remembered I was watching it already. I wonder if there's like very specific different things. You know what I said about the fishnets with the feet earlier on? I wonder if there's very, very specific ones. Like, they like, it's like, well, I like them looking sad. You know, like the sad clown thing. I like them looking sad when they're eating it because they know they're dying. I wonder if some people kind of like happy, hungry fat chick being all like bubbly and giggly about it, you know. I wonder if people like very specific ones, you know, like the woman saying like, tomorrow I start my diet. I wonder if they like that. This is where my brain goes. It's so much more interesting than her amazing abilities to speak to me here. It's lies.
It's really good.
Clearly. It's KFC for you. It's literally KFC. Have you ever eaten anything that wasn't at least a 9 out of 10? Remember that time she ate all those fruits in Thailand the first time, when I guess she was trying to pretend that she was a travel vlogger, and she tried all these different fruits, and every single one of them got a 9 out of 10. Like, I think one got a 10, but every other one got a 9 out of 10. That's what it looks like!
I like this KFC here in Kuwait because
it's lots of food! You might as well say that.
their chicken is never, like, greasy.
Uh-huh.
The way it is in my hometown in Canada.
Wow. That's really interesting. Guys, if you want to travel to Kuwait this winter, just so you know, the KFC is pretty okay. Travel vlogger.
And When I used to go to the KFC,
Oh, here's a fake
in my
story.
hometown,
Here's a fake
they
story.
would always have no chicken. Like,
No, they didn't. Sorry, fuck, I must have ruined that again for you guys. Every time you go to KFC, they don't have chicken. It's in the name. I'm sure someone's going to come in the comment section and go, actually, Potato Man, there was a time when I went and they didn't have chicken. Same. But it wasn't every single time.
I was like going to a coffee shop and they don't have coffee. Like,
Yep, that's probably, they probably weren't open then if they didn't have any chicken. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
it's not like you can just be like, okay, get me the hamburger then, because they don't have beef. It's
The
chicken.
beef.
Okay. Anyway, I want to talk about some resolutions.
I thought you were going to say die early, and I was going to be like, you know what, you're working towards it.
So that if I don't do it, you can rub it in my face and be like, ha, you fail.
Yeah, like, it's not even necessary anymore. I'm already going to say, I declare right now, at 5 minutes and 2 seconds into this, before she said her declarations, she will fail every single one of them. You failed. There you go. I've already declared it.
Honestly, one of the biggest resolutions is to stick to my resolutions.
Hey, Genie, well, can I wish for 3 more wishes? You sound so stupid when you say that. You
But
do.
like, one of them is like honestly just not giving a crap.
Then why are you doing online like resolutions? Why are you doing resolutions like whatsoever if you just don't want to give a crap? Why don't you just like not do resolutions like whatsoever if you don't want to give a crap? You just live your life then if you don't want to give a crap.
What people say or think. Like what I just did, like when I said like
When you just said literally what you just said 2 seconds ago. You're winning so far. I'm glad we got 25 seconds past what I just said, and I'm already right.
if I fail in front of people, they're gonna use that to really, you know.
When have you ever won in front of people? That's my question.
I told you you're a failure, blah blah blah.
You already are. Fucking look at this. She hates her audience. Look at this expression. This is for you, Samantha, sitting there knitting with your chihuahua. There you go. I read my tarot card, Samantha. I know it's you. It's just very clear that she hates this shit. She already hates people. That is it's why I said this doesn't work. When you're trying to do New Year's resolution of saying you don't care what people say online, that's my New Year's resolution, and then instantly start listing your grievances about people caring about you online, they've already failed.
So what? Whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, clearly. So what part of the cycle is this again? Because I've heard this, I think 400 times.
It's true. When you think about it. Let people talk.
Yep, you just rolled your eyes there. Stop orgasming over chips. It's fucking weird. There you go. Let me talk. Let me say that. Let me say that controversial but stunningly brave statement of stop orgasming over chips, you weirdo.
Live your life.
Even if it's only another 4 months.
Don't give them the satisfaction of an emotional reaction out of you. Which will be...
Who are you talking about? This is very specifically only to you, because you're the lol guy.
kind of like, hopefully, like a no-rage 2025.
That's what it looks like. This is what I said. This is meant to be like, I don't even know how much I can play off it, but I just started like going, while just loudly eating occasionally. This is why I say it just doesn't even work as an eat with me, because there's nothing. What's meant to be engaging here? What are meant to be? It's meant to be like a conversation. What's meant to be fun about this? That you're sitting listening to this incredibly fat woman who's very upset about people talking about her online say that she doesn't care that people talk about her online. I just realized the reason why she can't keep the Pepsi in frame anymore is because the Pepsi blocks out her 100,000 subscriber block. I just realized that. That's so fucking sad. I don't care what people think about me online. Get out of the way, Pepsi. They need to see that I'm famous.
But we'll see how that goes. But that's, so far, touch wood.
It's been 6 days. I don't even know when you filmed this. Because you mean for the last 6 or 7 days, you've only been uploading like vlogs from Canada. So this could be the second day that you were in Canada. Wait. What the fuck? Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Salah.
Mashallah. I've been rage-free for the year so far.
Did she have to do a jump cut to try and remember what she was meant to say to pretend to be a Muslim? I didn't think... There was just a sudden jump cut, and I was her going, Mashallah. I was like, oh my god, you actually had to go look it up. That's what it looks like. She has done that. I don't know if I'm going to include every trust me, every time she does that, I have shouted that, because That's just what I do here, okay? Welcome to Potato Zone. I'm sorry, she has done that at least 6 times.
Their mayo was like
7 times! That's what it looks like! Oh my god! No one thinks the inside of a burger after you've bitten into it looks like anything but shit. It's why when McDonald's advertises burgers, they show you the full burger. No one likes a burger with a bite mark in it.
I know you're thinking, like, shouldn't you make a resolution about health?
Well, no, because I think, you look at you. I feel that's all I need to say. I'm just sitting here thinking, are we doing this again? That's really, I'm being really honest with you, that's where I'm at.
Yes, but...
yes, but fat Lizzie won't.
I don't want to talk about that until I get more
chips in my mouth. Look at this mental fucker. Look at her go. She has seen Nirvana.
into a routine with that.
You're literally eating 2 people's worth. I'm minimum 2 people's worth of KFC right now. What's the routine, kid?
And make some progress. So,
Okay.
I'll get back to that resolution. But generally, I would like to lose 100 pounds in 6 months.
Do you know what? It's so creepy to see her saying that and laughing. And that's why part of me thinks like that almost feels like a feeder thing. You know, I was joking around earlier on about Hungry Fat Chick and all the kind of the personalities in play when you're doing this. Because she's laughing. Because it's so weird to say that whilst laughing. Especially because, to put it bluntly, for someone her size, and I'm going to go with a steady 450 pounds, 100 pounds in 6 months is entirely doable. Like, if she does any form of exercise and just eats like a normal human, then 100% she could get 100 pounds in probably like, that's what it looks like.
And use the treadmill 30 minutes a day.
Uh-huh. Well, you're struggling at 10 minutes a day, and now you're less fit than that. Your face is literally lumpy right now. Maybe start at 10 minutes per day. How about that? But to be fair, she did eat like a normal person and was on the treadmill for like 30 minutes a day. Yeah, 100% she could like lose 100 pounds in 6 months. I mean, that would be, you know, nothing. It'd be easy. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
See, that's what I like about Weight Watchers. You only use your points on like food like this. If I eat this and say, okay, this is all I'm going to eat because of my calories, my points are gone, you can still have free food.
I just feel like I need to stop you there. Because I remember you saying that literally word for word, probably 3 months ago. And how did that work out? Oh, absolutely terrible. That's how it worked out for you. What are we doing here? Every single time she discovers like Weight Watchers or MyFitnessPal or whatever it is, it's like the first time she's ever discovered it all over again.
Foods that are healthy. So if you're starving after this,
I often am starving after eating 3 people's worth of food. Usually starving after that.
a few hours later, you can make a salad with chicken breast.
Yeah, but will you? That's the problem. Doing this whole thing about saying, well, I can have a salad and that's only like 1 point. Doing that doesn't mean anything to someone like you because you didn't get the 500 fucking pounds by craving salads.
And that's like free food because it's healthy, right?
She's stupid.
But anyway,
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. You might as well have just ended it like that. Bro, it is so weird that she is saying that. Like, this is like a revelation for her. It's like, oh my god, I can eat like a really unhealthy meal and then just eat salads the rest of the time. Even though she's thought of this like at least 700 times. And the problem is, she makes it sound like it's just that easy to go like, of course, I'm so silly. I will eat nothing but salads, and then you can just do that. That's why there's a lot of fat people, because you can't just do that. She is proper eye fucking herself repeatedly and doing these weird eye pop things. And it's like at any point during your eye fucking, are you going to notice that your face is lumpy? At any point. You look so unhealthy right now. There was nothing else, by the way. I feel like, because I'm not going to include the bits of her eating and chewing and gulping and just staring at the screen. I'm going to try and keep those to the bare minimum because I don't want you guys to have to listen to the eating signs. But that, and then immediately eating food, that literally came out of nowhere. It was like a jump scare.
So yeah, so that's a couple of them resolutions.
A couple of them resolutions? What were they? There was no rages in 2025. And that was it, because you said you weren't going to like give any resolutions for weight loss, and then you just kind of talked about that you liked Weight Watchers or Fitness Pal or whatever it was. I can't remember what she uses anymore. And how it lets you eat KFC, but also lots of salads. Which is, yep, definitely going to happen with you. There was only one resolution there. Was there a second? Did I blank out? I might have. I might have had a stroke like her.
You know.
I don't know. That's the problem. Look at her face. Oh my god, she's seeing God again.
So far, so good.
What's a so far so good? You've mentioned one. There's apparently a couple. If I'm going to consider the second one to be not eating like a fucking pig, Exhibit A. Like, fucking look at this shit. I'm also just going to say, I don't remember really what the calories were that she showed. I think it was like 2,000 calories. I'm going to just go out on a limb here and say I assume that's probably more than 2,000 calories there, especially with the size of the portion of the chips with cheese there.
My pinky finger, it came in to help. There's my poop finger in my mouth.
Bro. Oh my god. You can tell which are her eating fingers. You really can tell which are her eating fingers. Because, like, pretty much all the varnish is off them. These are the ones that she licks the most. Let me see. Show me your poop hand. Oh, you're hiding it kind of there. Show me your poop hand.
It's very immature of me to even address.
That's what it looks like on the inside.
Show me your poop hand.
Anything negative.
Are we back to this again? Wasn't that the first 5 minutes of this? Why are we back here again?
That's being said about me, like...
It's like getting stuck on a roundabout and you're not sure what exit to take, and you just kind of keep going round and round and round and round. Have you ever seen that scene in John Wick 4? Have you ever seen that scene in John Wick 4? Of the Arc de Triomphe roundabout? I feel like I'm there, being just hit repeatedly by Chantal driving around and around the circle with this conversation.
You know, I really believe that just, like, maturity and,
Maturity and... What was that jump cut for? Did you, like, throw up? She regurgitated it, just so she could drink it a second time. That one tickled me.
Personal growth come with watching who you give attention to. Cool, says halal.
Wow, like you give a shit. Guys, it says halal. Yeah, you know, the cheese you ate then, the cheese whiz you ate then, you don't give a fuck.
Okay.
The only reason she picked that up was not to show you halal, it's because she wanted to taste some more cheese, so she stuck her finger in. You just saw that. We all witnessed it.
That's what it looks like on the inside.
Crunch. This is a...
That's what it looks like on the inside.
Big chunk of chicken, that's how I describe you.
That's what it looks like on the inside!
Oh my god, this is more than a little phallic, isn't it? It really is. I imagine that thing's actually like a foot long, but her hands are gigantic. She'd lose your dick in one of them hands.
It has, like, the KFC sauce.
The KFC sauce. Wow, that narrows it down.
Lettuce, tomato, cheese, pickles.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to come back to that thing you said right at the start of this, where you said, it's gonna have a lot of things that you people in the West haven't seen before. Literally, none of that is in any way unusual. Everything she just said is normal.
That's what it looks like on the inside.
This is also the... look at that face. This is also the ring she said just falls off her occasionally because she's lost so much weight, guys. Look at it, it's like a corset. It looks like... Have you ever seen someone with, like, arthritis in their knuckles? It gives them the look of someone with arthritis in their knuckles because all the fat's been pushed to her knuckle. That's what it looks like on the inside! That's what it looks like on the inside! That's what it looks like on the inside! I should do that's what it looks like on the inside counter. Oh my god. It's constant. It's the inside of a stack wrap, bro. It doesn't even look interesting.
So?
Did her fucking fupa ball just fall off? What was that thud? Did one of her kidneys just fall out? Did it just go like, bro, I'm giving up the ghost. I know the diabetic coma's coming. I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna pass away. Bye.
No rage 2025, people.
Wow. Glad we brought that up again for the 4th time in this video. That's what it looks like on the inside.
I don't care.
Sure.
You can say we don't love each other.
You don't.
He has a second wife.
Yeah. I personally don't think Salah has a second wife. But that's because I purely think the only reason Salah's with her is because he cannot get anyone better. Because Salah is a fucking loser.
Not married.
You're not
I'm
married.
an animal abuser.
You are an animal abuser.
Whatever you want.
See, remember the way you said not going to engage with hate or anything like that online, not raging online? Not a great start if you're getting pissy immediately about what people say about you.
About whatever, okay? I won't care.
Won't care. It makes sense. Look at you mad-looking bastard.
And if it's something real life and it's illegal, it's going to be dealt with behind the scene, but...
Oh, just like everything. Hey, FFG, how's that many times threatened lawsuit coming for you? Are you in prison yet, FFG? I remember hearing specifically that FFG was going to be in prison.
I won't come online and rage about it. Why would I about things that are not in my control? I can hardly control myself a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's why you rage online. She is stupid.
Why would I rage things? I can't even control myself.
Yeah, that's why.
How did I think I would ever be able to control negativity on the internet? Like,
I don't know, maybe stop putting it out, just stop getting it back. This is the wettest sounding chew I have ever heard, and I don't get that, especially when you're describing that as crunchy. I do not know why it sounds like you're just mushing around liquid in there.
I'm doing this for myself.
Clearly. Eating the snack wrap, I believe you.
Salah said that, like, do it for yourself. And it's true.
Salah said, "Oh, Chantel, I don't exist." I haven't made that joke in a while.
Be more like my husband.
What? You want to rape people and shit on them? I would recommend against that. I think that probably would lead to a rage in 2025.
Look at all the things that get said about him, and he just doesn't ever...
Sorry, what?
Address it. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care? He literally can't appear on camera right now. He appeared... He went to the beach once with you. People laughed at his floppy tits, and he then showed up next time in a t-shirt like he's like an awkward 13-year-old boy. He doesn't care at all. All he does is try and pretend that he's super tough and super cool, and he's a black belt, and then when you went to Thailand last year, he was like trying to do like kung fu moves and shit like that. Oh, so he's so above it. Do you remember when he made like 4 videos? Because I reacted to them, like 4 videos trying to go out to reaction channels, and they were like the worst things ever. And then we secretly found out behind the scenes that he was trying to like boast about them to Kai Bella, and he was upset that we were not giving him credit for writing them because he thought they were so good. He was upset that we assumed Chantel had written them for him. That's how butthurt he was about it. Salah, he doesn't care about anything. Salah cares so much, and it's why it's so funny to call him a fucking weirdo.
As for my content plans...
But there's content plans? That shrug summed up our content plans. Fuck all.
My content plans is Pepsi. My content plans are snack wraps.
There's nothing between those two.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought she was going to push it even further away to try and let you see the 100,000 subscriber plaque. That, yep, sums it up. My content plans. I don't know. But yeah, because you don't have any plans, because your content's shite.
Whatever. Come online. Put myself out there.
Rage constantly because you try to put yourself out there thinking that everyone's going to love you, and then everyone laughs at you instead and you get very upset about it.
Live streams. This. Cooking. What
Cooking.
I do.
You know what I do. Cooking? Really? I just looked what happened to you. Oh my god. Is she holding in a fart or smelling one? Jesus.
Some vlogs.
I love she even said some vlogs. Remember the whole thing? She's going to become a travel vlogger, going to launch a brand new, vlog channel. Her and couples vlogs are going to be super popular and super important. So much so that she needed to go out and patent them or something like that, whatever she thought the law was. All that shite. And it's like, I don't know, I might do some vlogs. I'm just going to mainly just sit here and fucking eat.
If you have any requests.
Oh my god. Please help me with my
Let me know.
content.
I can try to accommodate them.
She says, whilst double fisting a giant phallic object into her mouth. Alright, I see what you're spitting down there.
The KFC here has interesting food combos.
Does it?
It's a crispy chicken with some salad.
Yeah. It's so lame. You even had to describe it as, it's just KFC sauce. Because that's how bland it is. It's just normal KFC sauce.
I like it.
I like it.
A hash brown on a burger.
It make me happy and fatter. I like it. I do big poo. Husband like me.
I know.
You're ugly?
No makeup.
No, you're ugly. There's a big difference. Like, people with no makeup can look incredibly attractive. You're ugly.
Not much anyway.
Not much anyway. Well, that eye has some. That eye doesn't. That's probably the problem, because you haven't bathed in a while. Is this your makeup from Canada? It probably is.
I hope you had something good to eat. And, yeah, that's...
Wow, she's really worried about that whole crackdown YouTube did. But the thing is, I think that the crackdown's kind of just done. YouTube does that every once in a while. They bring in a rule, and they kind of go a bit ham on it, and then they just kind of forget the rule and just kind of stop giving a shit. So much so that she has to pretend that this was just so you could eat with me, guys.
KFC here, very delicious. So those are.
Remember, this is the woman who kept talking about how much she missed Q8 because Q8 was just so much better and so much more interesting and different than the West. First thing she had was KFC.
The No Rage 2025 is one of the resolutions. I have some other ones that I'm just keeping a little personal, but
Wow.
I might talk about in the future. We will see. I don't know.
Imagine your content is to try and clickbait. I bet you don't know what my New Year's resolutions are. I'm assuming one of them's to not die. Like, I'm sorry, it's not that interesting. Also, probably should just quickly mention, because I did a big skip there, because obviously she started just annoying her cat over and over and over again, and then went and got her cat, and then pretty much grabbed its skull and tried to crush its skull against the camera, while she just stared into the camera going, "You're so cute! You're so cute!" Because she's fucking nuts, and her cat is a prop to her. The cat also just unbrushed, like usual. Apparently there's an issue with Howie. She suddenly came back and was very weird about it and was just kind of like, "Oh, he's probably not got long left," and then just refused to like show him or really clarify much apart from, "Oh, he's really tired recently," and then people are like obviously trying to push more. But every time they asked the questions about it, she's like, "Oh no, he's absolutely fine. He's fine. He gets up fine. He walks around fine. He's all fine still." But he's near the end of his life. I was like, okay. I'm assuming something happened to Howie when she was in Canada. And obviously she doesn't give a shit because she's literally a psychopath. But that's going to be it, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.